Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaz and I'm a channeler and a healer. In this video we're asking the question, what haven't you fully processed yet? So this can be in any part of your life whatsoever. So it's a mystery as to what's going to come up at this point. I have 3 crystals to choose from. Crystal 1, Crystal 2 or Crystal 3. You can go ahead and make your selection. You can pause the video if you need more time to do this. And the timestamps will be in the video chapters and also in the description box below, so you can go straight to your reading. I'll see you there. Crystal 1, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to pick up your crystals so I can channel through it. What haven't you fully processed yet? I'm being pulled to kindergarten. So something when you were a child, there's some processing that needs to be done around something when you were a child. And I'm guessing for kindy, that's probably, well, in Australia, it's probably around the age 4 to 6, depending on where you are. So it might be something that happened in your family between the ages of 4 to 6. So it could be something really simple. I'm being brought to something that was quite traumatic for me as a child, but not as an adult. And I'm just going to give you this example to say it doesn't have to be anything hugely traumatic. So I used to have a little red ball that I really loved, and I was playing with it near a lake, and it went in the water and the lake took it away and I was devastated. My dad had to jump in and get it for me. But I was devastated. So I'm not saying this is a huge thing. You might know exactly what it is, or you might not know what it is. So I feel like this was to do, for some of you, it's for maybe the first day of school, the very first day that you were away from your family. For others, I feel like it might be related to your family in some way. So if your family had something big happen to it between 4 and 6, it could be that, or it could be the start of school, or it could be something quite minor, like I said. But it's between those ages. So how do you actually go back to this? Because it is hindering some part of your life, and I'm being pulled to relationships here. So it may be that you have had a pattern in relationships and it's to do with something you haven't fully processed between the ages of 4 to 6. If this is the case, you might like to go and see a professional to help you with this, or you might like to do some energy healing and see if they can get to the bottom of it. Regardless of what it is, you may be able to sort it yourself, but I'll leave that up to you. That's your decision to make. So if you're going to try and sort this for yourself, or even just see what it is, you can always ask your angelic team to help bring you to that time, maybe through your dreams, to help bring it up from your subconscious so you can process it. I'm seeing rabbits here for some reason as well, so it might be something to do with a rabbit for some of you, or a pet. Maybe your family pet was lost during those years and you didn't quite understand where they'd gone or what had happened to them. But there's definitely something there, but it is affecting your relationships in some way or another. And it might not be having a huge, massive effect on all your relationships. It might just be a little trait that you notice about yourself that does reoccur in different relationships. It's not necessarily romantic, it could be friendships, it could be relationships with your family, whatever it happens to be. But you still haven't fully processed this and it's stuck there and it needs to come out. And that's the priority that they're showing me here, is between those ages. I'm getting someone's stroking your back, but stroking it upwards rather than downwards. So when I'm working as an energy healer, anything at the back of anyone's heart is pain, heartbreak from the past. And energy for me moves from the heart, it moves up and out. So you might even just find someone that you trust to help you, and maybe they can just, as you're thinking about it, rub your back and just allow this to release. because I really feel it's just sitting there ready just to come out and to be lifted from you. And again, they're pulling me back to, it doesn't have to be a major thing. Like as an adult, you wouldn't think it was a major crisis in life. But as a child, looking through the child's lens, you do. They want you to have both feet on the ground when someone's stroking your back. It's important you're grounded during this, and if you don't live on the ground floor, it's recommended you go outside to the earth to do this, because it will really help just pull it up and out for you. I'm also being drawn to a bear, and this might literally be a real bear or a teddy bear or the representation of a bear in some form, or the symbol of a bear, because I'm being drawn to that as well. So that might give you some more clues as to what this might be for you. And I'm hearing as well that there might be some synchronicity around this. So you might recently have been around your family and they talked about this time in your life for some reason, or someone else brought up the time in their life at this age between 4 to 6, or starting kindy or something like that. There's some sort of synchronicity where the universe is gently telling you there's just something here that needs to be attended to, and you know, it's fairly easy to solve. If you don't think it's easy to solve, you may need to get professional help from a psychologist, psychiatrist, counsellor, therapist, whatever it happens to be. Energy healer as well. Okay. Group 1, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please give me a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Crystal 2, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to pick up your crystal here so I can channel through it. And we're asking the question, what haven't you fully processed? And I'm hearing there was a big change in your life and you haven't fully processed it. So this change can be in any part of life at all, but I'm feeling it might have been more than one change at a time. So let's just say that you quit your job and moved house, or you got divorced and then moved cities, or you started a new job but lost a really good friend. So it could be something like that, where a couple of things happened at once, and you kind of, I feel getting the feeling of busyness around this. So it might have been that you were busy at the time and haven't fully processed whatever that was for you. I'm strongly getting links to houses here, so it might have been that you had to sell a house, or someone took a house out from under you, or something to do with housing. So yeah, that maybe you were forced to sell a house or to sell a property. It might not have been the only one that you had, but something was there where you either had to sell a house or move to a different house that you didn't really like. You liked the original house, or for some reason it felt like it was yours. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing. It might be that you met a partner and they had a house, and so you moved into their house, but you haven't fully processed letting go of the old house. So yeah, it could be something around that. I'm just seeing what else I get drawn to, because that might not apply to all of you. What else am I getting? Oh, for some of you it's retirement. Like when you retired, you haven't fully processed that. Maybe you retired and downsized your house at the same time, and so that was a lot of big changes in a short period of time. Yeah, or like you might have switched jobs for some reason or another at the time that something else was going on as well. Maybe you switched jobs at the same time as, you know, losing a relationship or something like that. Yeah, whatever it is, and you'll probably know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. It wasn't just one thing, it was two things together. or at least 2 things. Whatever it was, the advice here is to go back to that time and picture yourself and just allow those emotions to come up, because I feel like they're frozen inside of you. I'm really feeling solar plexus here, but well above your belly button, around your rib area, but right in the middle. So it may have been very confronting to you at the time because it was so much change, and it may have been change that has been beautiful and it's been all for the good. But at the time, you were feeling things that haven't quite yet been processed yet, and they're frozen within you, these emotions. So it's time to just revisit that time and just allow these feelings to come up and to come out. And there's no reason why you can't get help for this as well. But it does feel like it would be quite easy for you to shift yourself. And you may even want to, because I'm doing it at the moment, is just rubbing where I feel this for you to allow it to soften so that it can be released. And it may have been, let's say that it was 10 years ago, and you expected at this point in your life to be somewhere quite more advanced than what you are, and it's really because this pain is sitting there, and it's not hindering your progress, but it's slowing you down. So as soon as this is out, you might find that life speeds up very quickly for you. Maybe you've been trying to achieve something and it's just been slowly advancing and it's so slow. But as soon as that's gone, it's just like whip, and time speeds up and things happen a lot faster than they have been. Yeah, it's almost like it's an anchor to the past, and it's anchoring you in, well, not in place, but it's like you're dragging this anchor behind you. Like it's quite stubborn, quite a stubborn energy is what I'm feeling here. And I'm hearing that a friend or an auntie might be able to help you with this. Maybe they've just got a nurturing energy that can help you process some of this in a safe space. Okay, that's all I have for you, Group 2. I hope that was helpful for you. Oh, I'm just getting that this friend or auntie might be in the spirit world. They might not necessarily be on Earth, but you can call on them, and you'll know exactly who I mean if I'm talking to you. Okay, that's all I have. Please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next reading. Crystal 3, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to pick up your crystal here, and they're just asking for thanks. Give thanks for something. Let's just see. Okay, what they're alluding to is that they've been very protective of you, and there have been things that perhaps could have been quite dangerous for you in some form or another, whether it threatened you emotionally or physically or spiritually, and they have protected you. So we are asking the question, what hasn't been fully processed yet? And it's more the awareness that you have been very protected. Maybe you're someone who feels unsafe within yourself or unsafe within the world, and you ask for a lot of protection, and they're just wanting you to know and to process that you have always been protected, and you are always protected, and you will always be protected. Because I'm feeling that perhaps you haven't acknowledged this. Maybe in your life there's been some near misses. You might be aware of this or not, but there have certainly been some near misses in certain forms of life. And you've been protected. So I'm going to give you an example of this. Years ago, my partner at the time and I were driving through the night to get somewhere, and we came off the road, and we went about 80 metres into the bush, and at where we went in, it was only a short little scrub, so we were able to get out easily. But just after that were great big trees, And when we drove back the other way later on, just prior to where we came off the road was a big cliff face of limestone. So we could have come off in, before or after where we did, but we were protected enough to come off. Even though we did come off the road, there was no damage to us or the vehicle. There were a few branches stuck to us, but that was it. So that's the type of protection that they're drawing me to. So it might have been near misses that you're aware of, and you've been really protected in those situations, because you have got something to do that's quite important in this lifetime. And you may think, oh, not me, I'm just average Joe, I've got nothing important going on. But they're telling me there is something quite important for you to do. So you have been really well protected in life, so that you can achieve this. Or I don't want to put pressure on you and say you have to achieve this, because they're saying, you don't have to achieve it, but they're giving you the conditions to achieve it. So you've been protected, and you've always been protected. And I'm getting drawn back to your childhood as well, and even to infancy. I don't know if you were sick when you were a baby or something else, but you were protected regardless, so that you could get to the point where you had the opportunity to bring about whatever it is you're meant to bring about. And they're telling me whatever it is only a stone's throw away, which is a very specific way of putting it. So I don't know if they mean distance, or if they mean timing, or a little bit of effort and you'll get there. Maybe it's different for different people watching this. But it's literally, it's not far away. Maybe an opportunity is going to come up for you. Maybe you'll get a brilliant idea for something. Maybe you'll launch something into the world. I'm not quite sure what they're alluding to. So, watch out for that if you don't already know what it is, because it's not that far away. And they do want to say that you will still continue to be protected. So it's not like you're going to achieve this thing and your protection falls away. No, it's not the way it works. And they're showing me kind of reinforced concrete or steel or something, like where there's reinforcements around you. So it's almost like you move throughout the world with an army at your beck and call. And it's not like anyone's going to get shot down or anything like that. It's more about the protection is always there, and it's always with you, and it's really fortified. So I don't know if you work in the spiritual realm and you're protected from spiritual attack or something along those lines, because I feel like there's armed guards with you. And I'm getting visions of like an army moving around a vehicle that's moving forward. So it's like they're flanking and behind you, and there's like a motorbike in front of you leading the way. It's almost like the Prime Minister is travelling somewhere, or, the King, or whatever it happens to be. It's a very interesting scenario that they're giving me there. But it's more like battle gear, like soldiers are doing it, rather than Secret Service people. Interesting. Some of you might have had to defend yourself from things in life, and you've built up your strength and you've built up your army through this. And it may be that it's not necessarily physical defence. It might have been you've just had to become stronger within yourself with your boundaries and saying no to people. And you've had to learn that skill, and as you've learned that skill, these battlements that are around you have become stronger as well. And I'm getting the sense for some of you are burdened because you feel that you always have to protect yourself. But what I'm being told is, no, leave it to us. Give it up to the universe. The universe will do it for you. And it's like suddenly a huge burden has been lifted off you, because you don't feel that you always have to be in charge of this. It's like you've built up enough energy that the energy of protection follows you everywhere. Wow, what an interesting reading, Group 3. Let me know how that's relevant to you, because that was quite interesting with that. You may have felt like that people or things are out to get you, but you've always been protected. Let me know, I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.